This is Tenby. Beautiful beaches, pastel-coloured buildings, and a lot of ice cream shops. It's literally my idea of heaven. And this is Tenby the board game, where the biggest threats are efficiency puzzles, spatial decisions, and your mate Steve pretending he's a master town planner because he once reorganised his spice rack. Right then, let's check it out and let's get into it. In Tenby, players take on the role of builders, crafting their own charming waterfront town, arranging pastel-coloured houses, shops, cafes and landmarks to create the most aesthetically pleasing board possible. Your objective is simple: draft tiles from a central display, slot them into your personal board, complete little spatial puzzles, trigger scoring bonuses, and pretend for 20 minutes that you have an eye for urban planning. It goes without saying, Tenby is gorgeous. The pastel palette is warm and inviting. The iconography is crisp. The art direction nails the whimsical seaside vibe perfectly. It's bright, clean, colourful, and modern without drifting into an over-the-top cartoon style. This is the kind of game that always gets a comment when you set it up. The whole production feels polished and purposeful. The table presence is joyous, and the whole production has that people will remember this one visual identity. Put simply, Tenby looks good, feels good, and presents beautifully every single play. Tenby's gameplay hits a special sweet spot. It is light enough that experienced players can grasp it really quickly, but clever enough to keep even the hardest point-seeking hobby gamers engaged. Drafting building cards becomes a miniature battle of wits, if you will. Do you take what helps you most, or draft defensively to deny the next player? It's never cutthroat, but there's just enough tension to keep everyone leaning forward, engaged to see just what you're doing. The pattern scoring is where the game really shines. Completing objectives feels satisfying. And I say objectives because almost every card in the game has some form of objective or scoring ability on it. And even when you're not playing optimally, the game throws you a bone by helping you score points you don't even know you had coming, with the odd tidy combo here and neat colour cluster over there and sudden burst of points because you spotted a connection someone else missed. It rewards smart placement without overwhelming you with fiddly rules, or worse still, fiddly maths. Best of all is the pacing. It's pitch perfect. A full game clocks in at just 15 minutes per person with practically no downtime. Because everyone is absorbed in their own little seaside masterpiece, it's one of those games where you finish, look around the table, and collective vibe amongst you is, yeah, let's shuffle it up and let's do it again. Tenby is a very visually liked game and wouldn't look out of place in a gift shop in the town of Tenby itself, but I would argue that much like Pergola, there is so much to figure out with the scoring. This does place itself a little too far out of that gateway game category. And by the same token, if you're after deep thinky Euro optimization where every tile placement is a dissertation in spatial maths, this is also not going to be a game for you. The interaction is minimal outside of the drafting moment, so if you prefer high player conflict or direct blocking, you might find Tenby more polite than one of those annoying people that wants to stop you in the street to sign up for some random petition or something. So the ugly, I'm happy to say that there is no ugly here. The biggest frustration is that sometimes the card you want just never appears, or more than likely James has already nabbed it and placed it in the most imperfect place just to spite me. I'm not bitter. It's just drafting. It's part of the deal. No production issues, no weird rules, no component oddities, just a clean, streamlined design. So it's shelf life time, the part where we decide whether Tenby earns its place on the gaming shelf, or is it destined for the fabled "I'll play it again eventually" graveyard. And honestly, Tenby isn't going anywhere. The box is smallish, the insert is great, nothing rattles around like a bag of Lego, and while setup does seem a little finicky sometimes, it still sets up so quickly you barely finish saying, "Does anyone fancy playing a game?" before you're already drafting those first cards. It's bright, inviting, and consistently fun. Tenby is actually the kind of game that you will actually pull down for a games night, or just when you've only got half an hour to kill and want something satisfying to play. Does it earn its space? Absolutely. And do I recommend it? Without hesitation. Tenby stays on the shelf, and it should probably be on yours too. And that's it, guys. That is our look at Tenby. Let me know down in the comments, have you played Tenby yet? And if so, how many times has someone stolen that exact card that you were eyeing up? And I'm still not bitter about that at all. With that being said, if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video and give us a subscribe for more tabletop gaming content. But until next time, I have been Jason, you have been watching the Meeple Minded, and as always, I will see you on the next one.